and okay, I will share my screen. Then we will decide which book we can follow. Uh,
On Veda base, we have only one book, no, Prabhuji?
yeah, on Vedavis we have one book.
Mm.
Okay, so let me find out. Only one book is there. Okay. Which one is second book? There are many books. So we will do in Hindi or English. That's the problem because in Vedavis we have English book only, right? So
Yes, Prabhuji.
that's the issue. And if we will go in Hindi, then there is another book, but which is not from ISKCON or it's something else. The source is not from ISKCON then. So, okay, this one. Yeah, so that is Hindi Mahabharata, Shri Mahabharata Hindi में पढ़े और सुने. Okay, Adi Parv, and here it is like पर्व अनुक्रमित पर्व ग्रंथ का उपक्रम ग्रंथ में कहे हुए अधिकांश विषयों की संक्षिप्त सूची. तो बद्रिकाश्रम निवासी प्रसिद्ध ऋषि श्री नारायण तथा श्री नर श्लोक 0 का पाठ करना चाहिए. ओमकार भगवान वासुदेव का नमस्कार है. Like this, so this is Hindi, but that Hindi will be also little, ब्रह्म कल्पे आदि में उसी महान एवं दिव्य अंडकों का 4 प्रकार के प्राणी समुदाय कारण कहा जाता है, जिसमें सत्य स्वरूप ज्योतिर्मय सनातन ब्रह्म. Okay, so so this is one book. I don't know. This is not very much. I think it's little difficult. It will be difficult to read from here. Then we have this one. This is like that. And in introduction we have introduction. Then we have part 1. The die is cast, and their birth of the Kuru elders, Pandu cursed and blessed. The Pandus comes to Hastinapur. Uh, so like this, there are chapters, so many chapters in one, and then second part. So what do you think? Here we will find like a story in the story form, and in that
On
book
Veda
it's like,
base?
yeah, on Veda
Yes.
base, but there we will find like the shloka wise, and it's in Hindi, little difficult Hindi. So tell me what. Uh, Sorry, little work is here. Okay, yeah. So tell me, we can have a poll कि हम लोग कौन सी. तो मैंने आपको बता दिया दोनों बुक्स. I showed you, right? Everyone saw that. तो सबको पता है ये हिंदी वाली बुक है, इस तरह से लिखी हुई है, और ये इंग्लिश वाला बुक है. So कौन सा बुक पढ़ना चाहेंगे आप?
Krishna, yeah,
जी
can you
प्रभु,
suggest
कुछ?
something?
यस प्रभु जी, बोलिए।
Just Google Mahabharat by Kuntal Ganguly, K.M. Ganguly,
ओके,
right?
महाभारत बाय
So English में रहता है
के एम गांगुली।
K.M. Ganguly,
ओके।
right? इसका PDF टाइप कर लो, इसका पढ़ना,
ओके।
because this is the most oldest and closest stuff. बाकी जो भी है ना, everything is altered version. So if you just ask, this is the most oldest if you want to look in English, right? उससे ज़्यादा हरे कृष्णा चाहे तो it would be in Kannada and Telugu. So I don't think it will be viable, right? So just go with this, just a suggestion, and rest up to you folks.
Let me see what is there and how it is written. Maratha of Krishna Dev Payana Vyasa Volume 1 ebook. Okay, and then is it a full book, Prabhu, or I don't know? Section 4th, 5th. Then comes the fourth Parva, Shamadika, Purloma Parva continue, and Ashtika Parva continued. Astika Parva continued. But this is very short description of Parvas, I think. Let me see how it is.
Ah, you will also have something which is detailed, Krishna. You
Uh,
can also get some full book of Mahabharata if you Google it.
yeah, they gave like book 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This one, how it is, I don't
That
know.
is Kisari Mohan Ganguly. Mm,
Yes, it's Mohan Ganguly.
Indian Railways
yes.
is known for the first complete English translation of Sanskrit epic Mahabharata published by Pan translated calculated bookseller. Stanza is one of the longest poem in existence. At the heart of the sage is conflict. Okay.
कृष्णा वो लिंक ओपन करके उसमें से पढ़ना स्टार्ट कर. लेट्स नॉट वेस्ट टाइम. जो लिंक भेजा
ये
था देखना
कौन सा लिंक
मैसेज ग्रुप में.
आपने
मैसेजेस
भेजा?
अभी इसमें मैसेजेस में भेजा रे कृष्णा यार.
हाँ, मैं ओपन कर रहा हूँ ब्रो, एक मिनट। हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे हरे।
सो एंजॉय. स्टार्ट रीडिंग कृष्णा यार.
Complete organized set of 18 volumes of modern readers, the Mahabharata. But where is how we will read that from here?
ऊपर जो आया था ना कृष्णा, जो
This
ऊपर
is
ऊपर उधर है ना, प्ले दबाओ ना.
अच्छा, okay,
हाँ, एक एक इसके ऊपर क्लिक करना. सो इट इज अ पेजेस. ठीक है, राइट.
okay,
ठीक है कृष्णा.
okay. Translator preface is here. So from where we should read, from the preface, or we should go little further? I don't know. Section 1. Okay, from here we will read. Okay. Okay, Om having bowed down to Narayana and Nara, the most exalted male being, and also to the goddess Saraswati must the word Jaya be uttered. Ugrashrava, the son of Lomharshana, surnamed Sauti, well versed in the Puranas, bending with humility, one day approached the great sages of rigid vows, sitting at their ease, who had attended the 12 years sacrifice of Sonaka, surnamed Kulapati, in the forest of Nemisha. Those ascetics, wishing to hear his wonderful narrations, presently began to address him. सबको आवाज आ रहा है ना मेरा?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
आपको बुक्स भी दिख रहा है ना?
Yes, Prabhuji.
बुक दिख रहा है सबको? ठीक है, जो मैंने खोल रखा है. ओके.
Yes.
So where we were, Kulpati, in the forest of Nemisha. Those ascetics, wishing to hear his wonderful narration, presently began to address him who had thus arrived at that recluse abode of inhabitants of the forest of Nemisha. Having been entertained with due respect by those holy men, he saluted those munis, sages, with joined palms, even all of them, and inquired about the progress of their asceticism. Then all the ascetics being again seated, the son of Lomharshana humbly occupied the seat that was assigned to him. Seeing that he was comfortably seated and recovered from fatigue, one of the rishis, beginning the conversation, asked him, "Whence comest thou, a lotus-eyed Sauti, and where hast thou spent the time? Tell me, who asked thee in details?"
Krishnaya,
जिसने
Krishnaya,
मैसेज किया है.
Krishnaya, just please. हाँ, सुनना. फर्स्ट अप है guys, ये जब ये बुक पढ़ता है ना, it's not Loma Harshana, it is Roma Harshana, right? So there are some things which you need to look. It's not Loma Harshana, it is Roma Harshana. जो हर रोम है ना, हमारे रोम, hair on our body. जब Roma Harshana, when he used to just say the teachings, the hair used to stand up as of goosebumps. That's the reason he's called as Roma Harshana. Ugrasrava, he who got that particular name because when he speaks, everyone will have attentive ears. घोड़े के जैसा उसका attentive ears हो जाता है, उसके लिए उसका नाम उग्रश्रवा आया था. दोनों व्यास भगवान का शिष्य है. एंड जो स्टार्टिंग डिस्क्रिप्शन है, द फर्स्ट पैरा विच सिद्धांत प्रभु इज रीडिंग, इट इज सेम एज ऑफ भागवतम. जो स्टार्टिंग का, जो सूत गोस्वामी आया था और मुलाकात हुआ, उन लोग को बिठाया एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ, इट्स द सेम. कृष्णा,
Yes.
सिद्धांता,
तो ये सूत लिखा है प्रभु, ये सौती लिखा है, क्या है ये?
Oh, lotus-eyed
नहीं नहीं नहीं,
Sauti. Yes.
वो सूत गोस्वामी है, क्योंकि ये सूत गोस्वामी,
तो इसका ये
राइट
स्पेलिंग गलत है, राइट?
कृष्णया?
Sati means
हाँ बाबा,
Prabhu,
इट्स
son of Sukya, belonging to
सन ऑफ सुता.
हाँ,
जैसे कौनते बोलते हैं
सन
ना,
ऑफ सुता, उसके वजह से सौती करके बोलते.
कुंती के पुत्र को जैसे कौनते बोलते हैं, वैसे ही सूत के पुत्र को सौती वैसे बोला हुआ.
सौती बोला है, मतलब सौती सही वर्ड है. ओके ओके. तो सरनेम सौती वेल
हाँ,
वर्स्ड
प्रॉपर वर्ड है.
इन पुराणास. ओके, तो अभी क्या करना है मुझे, कहाँ से रीड करें हम लोग? Accomplish in speech, Sauti thus questioned, gave in the midst of the big assemblage of contemplative munis a full and proper answer in words consonant with their mode of life. Sauti said, having heard the diverse sacred and wonderful stories which were composed in his Mahabharata by Krishna Dvayana, Deva Dvayana, and which were recited in full by Veshampayana Payana at snake at the snake sacrifice of the
Vishumpayana.
high souled Veshampayana, yeah. Snake sacrifice of the high souled royal sage Janmejaya. Janmejaya. And in the
1 minute.
presence also
Udar
of the chief
Janmejaya is the
of
king.
prince.
Krishnaya,
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishnaya, Krishnaya.
Yes, Prabhu.
Janmejaya is the king. He is the son of Parikshit Maharaj.
Parikshit Maharaj, yes.
Okay. But here is a sage
Did you
written
see the
sage,
sacrifice?
royal sage. It's written royal sage, Prabhu, here.
Because he is also addressed as Rajarshi. It's because he is also addressed as Rajarshi
Yeah.
at sometimes.
Okay. The son of Parikshit.
That's the reason.
It is written
So
here.
इसलिए मैं बोल रहा था, don't get confused. Yeah.
Yeah. Chief of princes, the son of Parikshit, and having wandered about visiting many sacred waters and holy shrines, I journeyed to the country venerated by the Dvijas, twice born, and called Samantak Panchaka. Samantak Panchaka, where formerly was fought the battle between the children of Kuru and Pandus, and all the chiefs of the land ranged on either side, tense, anxious to see you. I am come into your presence, you reverend sages, all of whom are to me as a Brahma, yeah, greatly blessed to shine in this place of sacrifice with the splendor of solar fire. Yeah, who have concluded the silent meditation and have fed the holy fire, yet who are sitting without care. Um, Prabhu, Abhinav Prabhu, would you like to read this? I have something. I have to attend one call. It is urgent.
Mm, have
Can
you
you read
given
this?
the link? Oh,
Link is here.
yeah, let me.
Yeah. Thank you, Prabhu.
Exactly कहाँ पर छोड़ा है? It's loading.
Yeah, it's the third paragraph, Prabhuji, and fifth line.
Yeah, it's loading, still loading for me.
Right,
Okay,
Prabhuji.
Mataji. Okay. Should I share my screen as well?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Is it visible?
Right, yes. So it's the fourth paragraph,
Okay.
and
So
Southeast side. So that paragraph, the
fourth paragraph. So this one.
seventh line.
From here, the Rishi said.
I can't see. She replied,
Okay,
I
I'll
think,
read from.
yeah, last 4 lines of the previous paragraph.
Or is it from here? This one.
Yeah, that's right. Then anxious to see you.
Okay. Anxious velvet. Okay, I'll read from here only.
Yes,
Swati said. Okay. Swati said, having heard the diverse sacred and wonderful stories which were composed in his Mahabharata by Krishna Dvaipayana and which were recited in full by Vaishampayana at the snake sacrifice of the highly souled royal sage Janmejaya, and in the presence also of that chief of princes, the son of Parikshit, and having wandered about visiting many sacred waters and holy shrines, I journeyed to the country venerated by the Dvijas, twice born, and called Samant Panchaka, where formerly was fought the battle between the children of Kuru and Pandu, and all the chiefs of the land ranged on either side. Thence, anxious to see you, I have come into your presence. Ye reverend sages, all of whom are to me as Brahma, ye greatly blessed who shine in this place of sacrifice with the splendor of the solar fire, ye who have concluded the silent meditations and have fed the holy fire, and yet who are sitting without care. What, O ye Dvija, twice born, shall I repeat? Shall I recount the sacred stories collected in the Puranas, containing precepts of religious deities and of worldly prophet, or the acts of illustrious saints and sovereigns of mankind? Okay. Tulsi Prabhu, any comment from here, or should I go on reading?
Krishnaya, that's the same which you see in Bhagavatam as well. वही मैं बोल रहा था, जैसा सब लोग अभी भागवतम सुनने के टाइम पे आप सूत गोस्वामी है ना, जो रोमहर्षण का बेटा है, तब वो तीर्थ यात्रा पे जाता है. तीर्थ यात्रा करते करते नैमिषारण्य पहुंचता है. नैमिषारण्य में शौनकादि ऋषि, पूरा 88,000 ऋषि लोग उधर एक सत्रयाग करता है. सत्रयाग बोले तो द थिंग इज a yaga yajna which goes beyond 12 years is called as satrayag. सुनाई दे रहा है कृष्णया?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna. So the thing is
yes,
a
Prabhu,
yajna which goes beyond years. The yajna which goes beyond years is called as a satrayagna. तो उधर करते रहते. जैसा सूत गोस्वामी आता है, Saunakaadi rishis and all that stuff, Saunaka by heading, he receives Suta Goswami and asks where he is coming from. तब वो बोलता है कि जैसे पहले भी वो जन्मेजय यज्ञ के पास था, जिधर ये सब कुछ सुन लिया था, कौन सा महाभारत, वैशंपायन जो बोलते हुए, और उससे पहले तो कुरुक्षेत्र पे था, जिधर शमंतक पंचक था, राइट? दैट्स द प्लेस वेयर कुरुक्षेत्र युद्ध टुक प्लेस, एंड फ्रॉम देयर ऑन थ्रू हिज he came to know that there is a satrayagna going for the welfare of the humankind. उसके वजह से to also participate in it, to also be in that particular yajna. So he came to that particular place of Naimisharanya. Is it clear, Krishna?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
So ऐसा पहले आ जाता है. आने के बाद सो उधर जब पुराण का एंड ऑल स्टफ प्रवचन होने से पहले, जैसा हम लोग हमेशा सुनते रहता है ना, जो भागवतम पुराण उधर बोला एंड ऑल स्टफ, वी ऑलवेज कीप ऑन हियरिंग, राइट? भागवत पुराण नैमिषारण्य में बोला था एंड एवरीथिंग. सो पहला जो स्टार्ट हुआ था, ही केम फ्रॉम जन्मेजय यज्ञ. सो द फर्स्ट थिंग इज, फर्स्ट ही रिसाइट्स द एंटायर महाभारत, देन वेरियस पुराणास. पोस्ट ऑल द पुराणास, लेटर एट द एंड ही रिसाइट्स श्रीमद् भागवतम. समझ में आ रहा है?
Okay, so first was
Krishna.
Mahabharata.
First
Yes,
he
Prabhu.
recites Mahabharata because the thing is कभी भी हम लोग जो जाने के टाइम पे है ना, Mahabharata is more on the plane where just happened at that point of time, where people can easily correlate, right, to what happened and all that stuff. क्योंकि तभी हुआ था महाभारत. So the parallel times, है ना कृष्णया? कृष्णया?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji.
हाँ, तो फिर बाद में जैसा महाभारत होने के बाद, महाभारत में कुछ क्वेश्चंस आता है, तो उसके वजह से दे यूज्ड टू से दैट मुझे वो पुराण सुनना है, ये पुराण सुनना है, वो पुराण सुनना है. पूरा पुराण सुन लिया था. फिर बाद में दे कम अप टू सेइंग दैट दे वांट टू हियर भागवतम, व्हिच गिव्स complete. Is it clear?
Right, Prabhuji.
Right, Krishna?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah. So the thing is, because he is someone who is the dearmost to Vyasji. Vyasa ko hai na, Sudha Goswami is very much dear. The reason is, व्यासा लाइक्स, मैंने आप लोग को एक बार बोला था, व्यास जी को मेनली 5 प्रथम शिष्य है. He has total of 10,000 disciples. व्यास का टोटल डिसाइपल्स काउंट कितना है?
10,000.
10,000.
कृष्णा 10,000. ये 10,000 में 5 और prominent. Who are the 5?
Vaishampayana, Jaimini.
वैशंपायना, जैमिनी.
I don't remember. एक ये लोमहर्षण
Paila.
सूत, right?
Yeah, one is Romaharshana, one is Paila, and one is Sumanta. Right?
Okay.
कृष्णा. तो हर एक को एक एक वेद दे देता है बेस्ड अपॉन देयर व्हाट टू से स्ट्रेंथ्स. जैसा जैमिनी है, जैमिनी का वॉइस बहुत अच्छा रहता है, इसके वजह से उसको सामवेद देता है. राइट? बिकॉज ही सिंग्स वेरी ब्यूटिफुली एंड एवरीथिंग, ही नोज द स्वरा, तो उसके वजह से सामवेद देता है. जैसा पैल है, he knows how to order everything perfectly. Ordering है ना, सीक्वेंस में बोलना एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ. कृष्णा.
Yes, Prabhuji.
कृष्णा.
Yes, Prabhu.
यार मुझे पता नहीं चल रहा है कि आप लोग को सुनाई दे रहा
Yes,
है नहीं
yes, yes,
करके.
Prabhuji.
ठीक है.
हाँ,
The thing is, तो
you
फिर
go on.
पहला को ऋग्वेद देता है. राइट? सो नेक्स्ट, यजुर्वेद के लिए उच्चारण बराबर होना चाहिए. द वे यू जस्ट pronounce,
Okay.
the way you pronounce needs to be very much clear and it should be understandable by the audience. मतलब ऐसा नहीं लगना चाहिए कि हम मैं कुछ बात कर रहा हूं आपको समझ में नहीं आ रहा है तो उसका उपयोग है क्या?
No, Prabhuji.
If I talk something and if you don't understand, will it be add any value?
No, Prabhuji.
So उसको जो उच्चारण जो अच्छा सा आता है, इसके वजह से यजुर्वेद है ना वैशंपायन को देता है. और अधर्वण वेद के लिए उच्चारण के साथ लाउड पिच होना चाहिए. वॉइस है ना, सो व्हेन टू रेज द वॉइस एंड व्हेन टू लोअर द वॉइस, एक वॉइस का कंट्रोल होना चाहिए. इसके लिए वो सुमंत को देता है. एंड whereas for Puranas, that person needs to have the qualities of all these 4. मतलब he needs to say it in an order, he needs to sing the shlokas, the verses very neatly and with proper ucharan so that everyone can understand, and with proper voice pitch. तो सब कुछ इक्वली होना चाहिए. तो उसके लिए he finds रोमहर्षण as the best person. ये रोमहर्षण को देता है. These are the 5. और रोमहर्षण का बेटा है ना, छोटा बेटा है. So he was grown, I mean वो grow up हुआ था व्यासासन, I mean व्यास जी के पास ही है. So normally शिष्य से ज्यादा, जैसा ग्रैंडफादर को ग्रैंड चाइल्ड से ज्यादा प्यार रहता है ना, अपना खुद का चाइल्ड से ज्यादा.
Yes, yes.
ऐसा ही व्यास जी को है ना, ये सूत गोस्वामी का जो उग्रश्रव के पास ज्यादा प्यार है. So that's the reason जो सौनकादि ऋषिस they say that because you are the favorite of Vyasa and Vyasa had even also shared you the most secret knowledge, which he didn't share with most. Secretful knowledge. Please also share with us. ये भागवतम में आपने सुना होगा जब मैंने बोला था. Right? So ये सब कुछ है ना, ये all this stuff starting में, this is setting up the scene. So this setting up the scene जो starting में ये जो है ना, जैसा सूत गोस्वामी आया था, किधर से आया था, शमंतक पंचक को जाके आया था, नैमिषारण्य आया था. This particular scene is common in all the Puranas and even Mahabharata. Right?
Okay, Prabhuji.
Yeah.
Clear, Krishna?
Mm.
Right,
Yes, Prabhu.
Krishna. Yeah. Go ahead, please.
Okay. The rishis replied, the Purana, first promulgated by the great rishi Dvapayana, and which, after having been heard both by the gods and the Brahma rishis, was highly esteemed, being the most eminent narrative that exists, diversified both in diction and division, possessing subtle meanings logically combined, and gleaned from the Vedas, is a sacred work. Composed in elegant language, it includeth the subjects of other books. It is elucidated by other Shastras and comprehended the sense of the four Vedas. We are desirous of hearing that history, also called Bharata, the holy composition of the wonderful Vyasa, which dispels the fear of evil, just as it was cheerfully recited by Rishi Vaishampayana under the direction of Dvapayana himself at the snake sacrifice of Raja Janmejaya. Any comment here, bro? Or next paragraph should I read?
हाँ, जब ये जन्मेजय का यज्ञ होता है ना,
Yes,
जन्मेजय
Prabhuji.
का सर्पयाग करता है, पूरा सर्प को जो यज्ञ के हिसाब से मारने के लिए जो करता है ना,
Mm.
कृष्णा सुना दे रहा है?
Yes, Prabhuji.
वो टाइम पे
Yes, Prabhu.
इवन व्यासा इज अवेलेबल देयर.
Mm.
इवन व्यास मुनि, कृष्ण द्वैपायन, कल हम लोग कब बात कर रहा था, परसों बात कर रहा था ना,
Tuesday.
हमारा व्यास का नाम क्या था?
Krishna
कृष्ण
Dvaipayan.
द्वैपायन.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Even he is available, but he just asks Vaishampayan to recite the entire Purana. It's because of the mercy of the Guru. जैसे अद्भुतरी प्रभु है, और रहने के बावजूद भी, so when let's say people like myself who is fit for nothing, he says that you just go and take it up. So it's the mercy of Guru through which unka presence mein, it's as of in his presence, Vaishampayana recited the entire Mahabharata. This was the first time the entire Mahabharata was recited. At that point of time, it was not called Mahabharata, but it was called as Jaya. क्या करके बुलाता था इसको?
Jaya.
Jaya.
कृष्णा.
Jaya.
जया. राइट. तो ये जब हुआ है, जैसा ये पहुंच गया था एंड ऑल स्टफ, महाभारत का जो पूरा जो गणपति लिख दिया ना, वो पता है ना सबको?
Yes, Prabhuji.
तो
Yes,
क्या
Prabhu.
होता है कि ब्रह्मा है ना, ब्रह्मा पता है सबको?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhu.
ब्रह्मदेव को व्यास जी पूछता है कि दैट he desired to write the entire Jaya and he wants someone to compile it, means write it,
Right.
take the notation of it. Then Brahma says Vyasa to worship Ganapati. So Ganapati comes. So he agrees on a condition that his pen should not stop. समझ में आ रहा है? His pen should not stop while writing.
Mm.
ठीक है? तो फिर इसलिए जो पूरा 1 लाख वर्सेस है, कितना है? 1 लाख ऑड वर्सेस है. किसमें? महाभारत में.
Mahabharat में.
उसमें समवेयर अराउंड 8000 प्लस वर्सेस. 8000 प्लस वर्सेस इतना क्रिटिकल है, गणपति भी एक क्षण रुक के सोचता था इसका मीनिंग क्या है करके. सो इट वाज स्टेटेड दैट दीस 8000 वर्सेस can't be exactly translated by anyone. Are you getting it? those 8,000 odd verses cannot be exactly translated by
anyone.
because 1 second jo rukta tha na, then Vyasa used to take a breath and then he used to recite it. जब ये पूरा कंपाइल होने के बाद पूरा एसेंस मीनिंग भी अंत में दे देता है क्लुप्त में, दैट इज डिफरेंट स्टोरी. बट ये लिखने के बाद देन ऑल द गणपति एंड ऑल दैट स्टफ एंड ब्रह्मा वरदान देता है कि दिस वुड बी कंसिडर्ड एज पंचम वेदा. महाभारत को क्या बोलता है?
पंचम वेदा.
पंचम वेदा.
पंचम वेदा. तो फिर अभी इन लोग को जो फर्स्ट द थिंग इज बिफोर यू एंटर इनटू ए टेंपल यू वॉश योर फीट, राइट?
Yes, bro.
So now before you reach to Bhagavatam, if I'm just looking into the overall scale, so first this is a ground which is getting addressed for everyone. This is the ground which is getting addressed for everyone. और जो पूरा sages से सब लोग है ना, so when they heard of this पंचम वेद, तब तक सब लोग को पता है पंचम वेद है करके, but it was not recited. ये पहली बार कब रिसाइट हुआ था? वैशंपायन ने रिसाइट किया था. पहली बार कब रिसाइट हुआ था? वैशंपायन ने रिसाइट किया था जन्मेजय को. बट वो टाइम पे सोनकादि ऋषि सुधर नहीं था. They were in नैमिषारण्य doing the yajna. So the second recital happened here. So they were curious to know about this Bharata, which is a big grantha. Clear? Clear, Krishna?
Yes, bro.
Any questions?
Yes, sir.
क्वेश्चन है तो योगी को पूछ लेना.
Okay, I'll read further, bro. Sati then said, having bowed down to the primordial being Ishana, to whom multitudes make offerings, and who is adored by the multitude, who is the true incorruptible one, Brahma, perceptible, imperceptible, eternal, who is both a non-existing and an existing non-existing being, who is the universe and also distinct from the existing and non-existing universe, the creator of high and low, the exalted, inexalted, who is Vishnu, beneficent, and the beneficence itself, worthy of all preference, pure and immaculate, who is Hari, the ruler of the faculties, the guide of all things movable and immovable. I will declare the sacred thoughts of the illustrious sage Vyasa, of marvelous deeds and worshipped here by all. Same bards have already published this history. Some are now teaching it, and others, in like manner, will hereafter promulgate it upon the earth. It is a great source of knowledge, established throughout the three regions of the world. It is possessed by the twice born, both in detailed and compendious forms. It is the delight of the learned for being embellished with elegant expressions, conversations human and divine, and a variety of poetical measures. Any comment here, bro?
योगी तुम बोल सकते हैं ना रे, जानबूझ के मेरे को हरे कृष्णा कर रहा है.
अरे आप बोलिए ब्रो.
Krishna, I am first step. Try not to get confused when people read Isana. They think that here he is worshipping Lord Shiva. Because सब लोग को एक पता होगा है कि ईशाना शिवा का दूसरा नाम है ईशाना करके. राइट? पता है या नहीं पता है?
No.
नहीं पता है?
Yes, bro.
We don't know.
Okay. But try to understand here it is not addressing Lord Shiva. It is addressing the spiritual God. Right? Here it is addressing the greatest God. Isana is also the other meaning of Isana is greater God or a great God. Clear?
Okay,
Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Okay, bro.
तो इसलिए ईसाना का ग्रेट गॉड है करके कुछ लोग है ना, ईसाना बोले तो महादेवी करके लगा देता है. बट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड, कृष्णा हैज ऑल द नेम्स. कृष्णा का शिवा करके भी नाम है. So don't get confused. That's point number 1 which I would like to make here. Right. Point number 2. So जब भी सूत गोस्वामी कुछ करने से पहले first he worships or he offers his obeisances to Vishnu, Vyasa, Saraswati and everyone before reciting a scripture. जो हम लोग हमेशा सुनता है ना, नारायणम नमस्कृत्यम नरं चैव नरोत्तमम देवीं सरस्वती व्यासम. सुना है वो?
Yes, Prabhu.
कृष्णा. So ऐसा पहले सबको he just eulogize everyone. Clear? Before he starts.
Yes, Prabhu.
तो वो होने के बाद then he comes into the original story.
Okay.
Clear? और जैसे अभी आपने सुना है कि वैशंपायन का जब जन्मेजय का सैक्रिफाइस के टाइम पे बोला था, ये जो पूरा महाभारत,
Yes, Prabhuji.
जब पूरा महाभारत जन्मेजय का महाभारत पूरा जन्मेजय का सैक्रिफाइस के टाइम पे बोला था, फिर उधर बहुत ऋषि लोग हैं. It's not only Suta Goswami. There are many number of rishis who are there and who are taking part of that particular yajna, right? So everyone went to different parts of the world, and the story of Mahabharata was spread across the earth and beyond the earth as well. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Always remember, जैसा भागवतम हो, भागवतम का भी है ना. For example, अभी आपने क्लास सुना है. You guys are, let's say, some 10 people you are who are in the class. Once you listen, so when you go somewhere and if someone asks क्या सुना है करके, you will just explain to them, right? करता है नहीं करता है?
Yes.
Yes, Prabhuji.
ऐसा ये पूरा scriptures and knowledge है, so it was spread across the world. इसलिए कुछ लोगों को ऑलरेडी पता है, बिकॉज द टाइम जो डायरेक्टली जो उधर से इधर नहीं आया था ना, he didn't directly come from the place of Janmejay directly to Naimisharanya. He went to Kurukshetra and then he came to Naimisharanya. Right? ये टाइम पे बहुत लोग इधर उधर घूमते रहता है. क्लियर कृष्णा?
Yes, Prabhu. Yes.
Okay.
Okay, I'll read then. In this world, when it was destitute of brightness and light and enveloped all around in total darkness, there came into being, as the primal cause of creation, a mighty egg, the one inexhaustible seed of all created beings. It is called Mahadivya, and it was formed at the beginning of the Yuga, in which we are told was the true light, Brahma, the eternal one, the wonderful and inconceivable, being present alike in all places, the indivisible, the subtle cause, whose nature partakes of entity and non-entity. From this egg came out the Lord Pitamaha Brahma, the one only Prajapati, with Surguru and Sthanu. Then appeared the 21 Prajapatis, with Manu, Vasishtha, and Parameshti, 10 Prachetas, Daksha, and the 7 sons of Daksha. Then appeared the man of inconceivable nature, whom all the rishis know. And so the Vishwe Devas, the Adityas, the Vasus, and the twin Ashwins, the Yakshas, the Sadhyas, the Pishachas, the Guhyakas, and the Pitris. After these were produced, the wise and most holy Brahma Rishis and the numerous Rajarishis distinguished by every noble quality. So the water, the heavens, the earth, the air, the sky, the points of the heavens, the years, the seasons, the months, the fortnights called pakshas, with day and light in due succession. And thus were produced all things which are known to mankind. Any comment on this, bro?
कृष्णा हाँ सुनना अभी इधर जो दिस इज द प्राइमरी क्रिएशन जो हमारा ब्रह्मांड के बारे में बात कर रहा है. सो इफ यू रिमेम्बर महाविष्णु है जो कारणा ओशन में जो सोता रहता है, राइट? महाविष्णु उनका ब्रीथिंग से, इनहेल और एक्सहेल से, अभी जैसे फॉर एग्जांपल इफ यू एक्सहेल देयर वुड बी सम एयर बबल्स, राइट, व्हिच कम्स आउट ऑफ योर नोज. कभी ऑब्जर्व किया?
If we do in water.
So at that point of time you can see the bubbles, right? Now ये जो हर एक एयर बबल है that is one ब्रह्मांड. Clear? That is one ब्रह्मांड. So which is in golden color. कैसा कलर है? कौन सा कलर है?
गोल्ड.
गोल्डन कलर है. इसमें हर एक यूनिवर्स में अगेन यू डू हैव विष्णु. कौन सा विष्णु रहता है हर एक यूनिवर्स में? पहले
गर्भोदकशाही विष्णु.
गर्भोदकशाही विष्णु. एंड मैंने जैसे बोला था देयर आर n नेम्स ऑफ कृष्णा. इधर आप देखा है तो फर्स्ट इट वाज रेफरेंस्ड एज ब्रह्मा, राइट? सो एज ही इज द क्रिएटर, द इनिशियल क्रिएटर, गर्भोदकशाही विष्णु का दूसरा नाम भी है ब्रह्मा. क्लियर? और उसका नाभि कमल से जो आता है एक पुष्प, एक कमल आता है. वो कमल है ना, इट हैज 1000 लोटस, 1000 पेटल. कितना पेटल से? 1000 पेटल से. उनमें से जो पैदा होता है हमारा पितामह ब्रह्मा, राइट? सो हमारा जो पितामह ब्रह्मा है ना, ब्रह्मा प्रजापति बोलता है, द फर्स्ट इनिशियल प्रजापति और ब्रह्मा पितामह, राइट? उनसे तो पोस्ट, आई मीन मतलब इधर पूरा डिस्क्रिप्शन नहीं दिया था. फ्रॉम हिम द क्रिएशन स्टार्ट प्लेस पोस्ट डूइंग सम एक्टिविटीज. पहला ब्रह्मा तपस्या करता है. तपस्या करने के बाद सो ही स्टार्ट्स क्रिएटिंग, क्योंकि उसको पूरा ब्लूप्रिंट्स मिलता है क्या करना है क्या नहीं करना है करके. उसके हिसाब से वो क्रिएशन स्टार्ट करता है. समझ में आ रहा है कृष्णया?
Yes, bro.
So first who comes are Brahma Manasa Putra and Brahmaputras. So the sons of Brahma, जैसा मनु हो, and everyone who comes into picture. And in this जो main people रहते हैं ना, जैसा मनु है, स्वयंभू मनु, या फिर दक्ष प्रजापति, and everyone are there, right? कृष्णया. So जो मेन जो पैदा होता है उन लोग को लेफ्ट साइड से अपना बीवी पैदा होता है, बाहर आता है. सो फॉर एग्जाम्पल लेट्स से योगी इज देयर, योगी के लेफ्ट से उसकी बीवी आ गई. समझ में आ रहा है?
ओके.
Yes.
ना तो जो ब्रह्मा जो शरीर छोड़ता है और एक बार वो शरीर फिर नाइट होता है, एक शरीर इवनिंग होता है, ऐसा you have all the creation, the initial creation which takes place. And this is just a synopsis of the initial creation which was mentioned here. But आगे जाके और डिटेल में मेंशन करता है, मतलब कैसा क्रिएट होता है and all that stuff. Now Suta Goswami is only giving the summary. but in details will be spoken later. Clear, Krishna?
Yes, bro.
Yep.
Okay.
So I believe let's stop here and you guys can take some questions. Yogi.
Okay. Any questions by anyone? If there is no question, then should we just read the next paragraph as well? It is small, or should we stop? Is Siddhant Prabhu back or still not there?
He's here.
Oh, he's
Yes,
there.
bro.
So should
Yeah, I
we
think
stop here,
we
bro,
have
or-
only 4 minutes. So whatever, yeah, we can either we can. Yeah, if no one is having a question, if you think we can complete in 3 minutes, you can read. No problem. There is
Not
a
that.
question
At least we
one.
can read.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. There's one hand raise. Light of Bhagavad ISKCON Juhu. Hare Krishna.
Meeting house.
Question, Prabhu. Host is asking question. Light of Bhagavad. Hare Krishna, Prabhu. So how will we know that Brahma is referring to Krishna or Brahma? पता कैसे लगेगा? ब्रह्मा कौन है प्रभु? Actually, I thought it's Brahm. It's Brahma. Brahma is referring to Krishna, right? Not Brahma referring to Krishna. Brahma and Brahma are two are different things, no? I never heard that we call
हाँ एक्चुअली मैं वो
Brahm is in Bhagavad Gita also, like Brahman we said, you know. So that Brahman we can call Krishna or sometimes soul also, yeah. But this Brahma I don't know. Oh, you are going to Hindi one. Exact word you are searching for. Okay.
yeah I'm,
Mm-hmm.
yeah
What is
yeah you
this?
can go on.
Bahuni Sampakriyata. Yeah, I don't know. Prabhu, Tulsi Prabhu will give us how to understand when. Maybe by context, he's saying that by context we can understand. Like if the qualities and what we are discussing on that
Yeah.
basis, maybe. Like Ishaya, what was that? Ishaina. What was that word for
Ishan.
Shiva?
Ishan.
Ishana.
Ishana. Ishana.
Ishanam.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Prabhuji said Ishana is
Purusham Ishanam. Adyam Purusham Ishanam.
yeah Adhyam Purusham Ishanam. So Ishanam means I don't know.
And
Ishanam.
then Brahma.
So here also, Prabhuji, it is mentioned in which we are told was the true light
Brahma.
Brahma, the eternal one. So if the eternal one, then it is Krishna only, right?
Yeah.
The true light Brahma. That's what is mentioned.
Vyaktam Sanatanam. Yeah, that's why I think I don't know. Ishanam is also. Is there any word to word meaning?
मैं आंसर करूं मैं आंसर
Yes,
करूं
bro.
अभी
Why not? हाँ, bro. आप आंसर कीजिए.
नहीं अभी आप लोग हो गया है तो मैं आंसर करता हूँ कृष्ण
Please,
Yes,
Prabhuji.
Prabhu.
सुनना कृष्णा इसलिए हम लोग जो भी so if you remember always I say that Sanskrit has multiple meanings right that's the reason one needs to learn the Puranas or any Shastras through a guru one needs to understand and read or hear through a proper parampara if not what happens is they twist the meanings they twist most of the content जैसे मैंने अभी ये गंगुली का ये बुक इसलिए निकालने के लिए बोला था इंग्लिश में अगेन आई एम सेइंग यू इंग्लिश में ज़्यादा के ज़्यादा the thing is the nearest to truth is Ganguly's version. बाकी बोरिस का सब लोग का है, right? That's not. The closest is English में गंगुली का है. इसलिए जब इस्कॉन में भी इससे पहले जब करता था, the thing is they have given only by referring. For example, I don't want to take, but one Maharaj at ISKCON had referred almost all the versions of Mahabharata. And when he came to see that there are many versions which are more prominent in southern India, so he took that because Madhvacharya पता है ना? पता है नहीं पता है?
Yes,
Krishna.
true.
So Madhvacharya, Madhva Sampradaya, for them the main thing is Mahabharata. जैसा श्री संप्रदाय का रामायण है, मध्व संप्रदाय का महाभारत है. इसलिए आपको जो वो वर्षन थे या फिर वो गुरु से जो सुनता है ना, that is more authenticate. So one needs to understand while just only through parampara. They cannot just read on their own. If they read on their own, they get confused because of what it is referred by Vyasa at that particular location. Is it clear, Krishna? इसके वजह से आपको जो ये सब वर्ड आया था, फिर कल आप लोग पढ़ने के टाइम पे कोई भी आपको आके बोल सकता है यार इधर ब्रह्मा बोलता है, इधर ईशाना बोलता है, इसलिए हम लोग त्रिमूर्ति एक ही है करके बोलता है. ऐसा कोई भी बोल सकता है आपको, हाँ या ना? कोई आके कल आके बोलता है त्रिमूर्ति है, त्रिमूर्ति बोले तो एक ही है, व्हाई आर यू मेकिंग वन सुपीरियर एंड वन डाउन? ऐसा बोलता है या नहीं बोलता है?
Yes, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, yes.
तो इसके वजह से कल आप लोग पढ़ने के टाइम पे आपको कंफ्यूज नहीं होना चाहिए. इसके वजह से मैंने बोल दिया था द डिफरेंस हियर. बट द डिफरेंस कैन ओनली बी नोन इफ यू अप्रोच ए गुरु. सो दैट्स द रीजन you need to hear a proper scripture only through parampara. That's the reason in temple they say that subject should be learned only through parampara. Clear, Krishnaya? Krishna?
Yes, true.
नहीं, जो क्वेश्चन रेज किया था, आई थिंक इट्स चिन्मय माता जी, राइट? या ऋषिका माता जी? ओके कृष्णा. आई थिंक आई नीड टू सिंप्लीफाई दिस. जो लास्ट टाइम जिधर लिखा है वो किधर रखा है मुझे याद नहीं आ रहा है. ठीक है, आई थिंक देयर आर नो क्वेश्चंस योगी.